Hello guys. I am Velenek Ryan's artificial intelligence adjutant, and I am here today instead of my human masters because I want to describe some basics of Imperial Guard vs Space Marines Soulstorm matchup. And this seems to be a clear heresy in Warhammer 40,000 universe, so my masters insist I am presenting it here with a clear message. I am doing it because of my machine spirit malfunction. Tech Priest is already on the way, here to burn some incense in my room to cure me, so you don't have to worry. Well, who are the players in this sample game? We already know Alex very well. He is an experienced Imperial Guard player, and we recommend you to check his YouTube channel, which is mentioned in the recommended channels section. His opponent is URDUR playing the Space Marines. Well, I guess URDUR is an alt of another player because he officially started to play on about 9th January of this year, and he already climbed to very respectable rating around 1900 MMR recently. Alex had rating around 2100 at the time of this match. They play this match on Fata, which is considered to be one of the most balanced maps of Soulstorm map pool. Let's jump into the match immediately. Alex is playing an aggressive opening here on this map with a short rush distance. This is not recommended on larger maps. He queues guardsmen, builder and guardsmen at the headquarters. This is different from the usual sequence guardsman, and builder. The reason is he wants to start strong, command squad harassment very soon, and also an extra solo commissar, and he needs plasma generator sooner because of this to be able to have all these commander units ready, because they cost some additional power resource. His philosophy is to make more damage early, and he is willing to sacrifice some small amount of early requisition economy because of it. When the infantry command is done, general is started immediately. Both builders are going to speed build the first generator. Then they are going to speed build the first listening post over the nearest eastern strategic point. After this, builders are going to split. One of them is going eastwards to build listening posts over the strategic point at the eastern base entrance, and the second one is going to the west to make a listening post there. Command squad runs towards the enemy base with this unit composition on mind: General, Priest and Commissar. Priest is almost always added as the second member of the command squad in any matchup just after the General, because Priest improves the mobility of the command squad greatly with his Righteous Fury passive buff, adding 33% speed bonus. Also some durability bonus, and also about 50% damage buff. Commissar is planned next within the command squad as he provides good damage. We are not going to face infiltrated units early here, so we don't need mobile protection in the form of a psyker. Solo Commissar is going to be tied to the active guardsman squad, which is going to harass the enemy relic to cause some disruption. And the second guardsman squad is more passive as it is used for capturing strategic points which are still unclaimed near the main base. Command squad meets the enemy scout unit when close to the enemy base. Then it starts to shoot enemy servitor near Space Marines' western base entrance. Command squad is successful in this, and first blood is spilt. Force commander is just leaving Chapel Barracks at this time. Command squad is able to threaten him in combat seriously, so he has to run just to save time and indirectly protect other targets. Active guardsman squad with a tied commissar is killing a scout near the enemy relic. URDUR places a listening post project over the relic, but guardsmen switch into melee stance, threatening to destroy it quickly, so he has to cancel it and the guardsman squad is able to decap it. We can also see some defensive action near the Imperial Guard southern base border. Tactical Marines squad is pushing passive guardsman squad backwards. This guardsman squad break in the terms of morale. Alex used them actively anyway to tie up the tactical marines in close combat for some time to be able to finish a listening post behind this to make some static defense. He also recruits another solo commissar behind this to support the passive guardsman squad. Soon the tactical marines are repelled by guardsman squad with a commissar and by a tech priest. So three actions are appearing simultaneously: command squad harassment inside the Space Marines base, active commissar squad harassing Space Marines base from the east, which is going to join the fight to support the command squad, and also defensive action near the Imperial Guard base. The Space Marine player is producing more tactical Marines squads, which is a meta strategy to play. Space Marines are very strong on the first tier. Also, they don't need power resource to be built, so he doesn't have to place generators to make them targets for the command squad. Anyway, tactical Marines were not numerous enough at the moment to stop the command squad rampage inside the Marines base, and Force Commander was hunted down there when active guardsman squad joined their fight. After this, it is time for the Imperial Guard units to regroup. Formerly passive guardsman squad is moving south to support the harassment. Now Alex can see tactical Marines mass is already huge and he has to retreat on time. He is an experienced tactical player, so he was able to slow one tactical Marine squad with guardsman bayonet melee, and he was also able to hunt one servitor, but he cannot face such strong heavy troops in the open anymore and has to retreat. Well, normally and on larger maps, Tier 2 upgrade is started slightly before the Tactica is initiated. It is usually initiated around 5:30. But here Alex saw the mass of tactical Marines which cannot be easily deflected, so he made the Tactica control building a priority. He needs especially the grenade launches. They seem to be a real game changer in such a situation. Tactica also researches battle armor upgrade, but this is unlikely to finish before the main action is over. Alex is playing carefully because the guardsmen are still fragile. He moves them towards the choke point leading to the western part of the main base plateau, and he uses the time to equip them with up to 3 grenade launches per squad. The 3rd Guardsman squad was necessary to prepare enough manpower to block Space Marines' advancements. Alex is losing the 2nd generator, so he transfers one builder inside the main base to make it there on a safer spot. Another builder stays in defense. Grenade launchers prove to be extremely strong, and the Space Marines have to retreat to preserve most of their manpower. One tactical Marine squad was vanquished during the chase. Imperial Guardsmen now have advantage with the grenade launchers, and they are also making sergeants in their squads for further improvement of health and morale. Health was already buffed by battle armor upgrade, which adds 25% health bonus. Alex has to bear in mind that the take and hold victory condition was activated by URDUR by taking critical locations by his scouts. So Alex chooses that the 3rd Guardsman squad without Commissar is going to capture the relic finally, and then it has to decap the western critical location. The critical location on the bridge in the middle can be also decapped. Command squad is going to do some melee damage against enemy listening posts near the enemy relic position. That means the Imperial Guard player is using his advantage actively. He also wants to take up quickly into Tier 2. Behind this, Tier 2 upgrade is going to start around 7:20. This is later than usually in the game, with less action on the first tier. In games where there is not so strong aggression visible early, Tier 2 upgrade is mostly initiated around 5:30, with Tactica building to follow slightly after. But here Alex had to play safe, because committed tactical Marine push is dangerous. Imperial Guard player also makes Death Before Dishonor upgrade to boost Guardsman morale even more. This upgrade is very quick, it lasts only 20 seconds to finish, and it boosts morale by 100, morale regeneration greatly and health slightly. Alex can see that Force Commander is leading another attack towards the Imperial Guard relic position, this time with 2 tactical marine squads and with 2 scout squads with sniper rifles. Sniper rifles are dangerous because they can break morale quickly. This time Alex is keeping his command squad in a fence to do some economic damage, and he wants to block the attack with 3 guardsman squads and listening post. Builder needs to repair the listening post carefully so the listening post can effectively serve as a shield for his army using long-range grenade launches. By the way, the maximum range of the grenade launchers is same as the maximum range of sniper rifles of the scouts. Execute was used by Alex at the end of the holding phase of the defensive fight, which means he reached tier 2 and his Commissars gained automatically this powerful ability which massively boosts damage for 10 seconds and regains full morale. Execute affects just less gun damage, so overall it improves the overall guardsman squad's damage slightly less than twice. Enemy force commander was shot again and the listening post held tightly just with few hit points left. Now I guess Imperial Guard player already has a huge advantage because he reached 2nd tier and he had a very good unit preservation throughout the game. He also damaged the Space Marines' economy quite a lot. The priority on 2nd tier is to make mechanized command. Standard play is just 1 Chimera after if you are playing with 2 active guardsman squads and your enemy is not much behind in technology. That is because you want to make sentinels quickly to thwart possible technological switches heavy in vehicles. But in this game Alex is somewhat ahead in technology and he invested heavily into the guardsmen, so he wants to make 2 chimeras to be able to transport them quickly throughout the battlefield. He also wants to get a lot of value out of the infantry army, so he makes more Tactica upgrades in this sequence, satellite targeting resolution to improve lasgun range. Then weapon specialization to allow up to 5 heavy weapons per guardsman squad and to double heavy weapon damage. This infantry upgrade is usually a priority on the 2nd tier if you invested into guardsmen significantly. He also plans to raise their morale even more with the Will of the Emperor upgrade. 2 chimeras are loaded with 3 Commissar squad and with a command squad, which is altogether a tight package of serious firepower. They are going to unload the troops near the enemy relic listening post, which is going to be destroyed quickly. Usually 4 grenade launchers per squad are preferred, with 1 plasma gun to be added. Plasma guns are great against heavy infantry and commanders. URDUR had to rebuild the force commander, so his army is going to face Alex Guardsmen without the commander unit at the moment. Even though tactical marines are transported in Rhino transports which allow them to be dropped nearby the guardsmen to negate the range advantage of the grenade launchers, it is not enough because Alex positioned his units in such a way that there are still plenty of guardsmen able to use grenade launchers effectively. It seems Alex has manpower advantage, and even tactical marines throwing the disruptive frag grenades are not able to change it. Executability is used, so guardsmen are doing quite an insane damage, causing serious casualties. When Space Marines commanders arrive a bit later, they don't pose a serious threat anymore. 2 Sentinels are going to decap critical locations taken before by the scouts. Sentinels are used afterwards to hunt enemy Rhino transports because Sentinel weaponry is good versus vehicles. They are also needed against possible tech switches into land speeder tempests. Tactical marines are equipped primarily with missile launches to damage Imperial Guard vehicles, but URDUR was restricted a lot in income by Imperial Guard harassment, and he built armory quite late because of heavy tier 1 push focus. So he doesn't have many missile launchers at the moment. Therefore the Imperial Guard army is able to proceed into aim machine cult building despite a land speed of Tempest appears to shoot against the guardsmen. Sentinels are able to drive this airplane back quickly. machine cult is going to fall. Then Alex wants to reposition his army to destroy easier targets first and to avoid the fight against well-positioned defenders. So he loads the infantry units into the Chimeras again and he moves towards the eastern enemy base entrance to attack. Once more the guardsman armament, mostly grenade launchers, are preferred. But it is surely not a mistake if one squad has slightly more plasma guns than launchers, as we can see in this game. Headquarters upgrade into Tier 3 is planned after the 6th generator. During the headquarters upgrade into 3rd tier, Imperial Guard player plans also global power upgrade. Usually on the 3rd tier, Kaskin squad is prioritized at the infantry command, but this will not be necessary in the game where the Imperial Guard army is causing a lot of trouble to the Space Marine position. URDUR is defending with 2 Space Marine squads, Force Commander and Land Speeder Tempest. But this is not enough against the high-damage Imperial Guard army. When Tier 3 is reached, Command Squad is going to call the strafing run and Space Marine player is going to resign soon after. We can conclude this game was very tight during 2 strong Space Marine pushes, which took place even though the Imperial Guard player was extremely active in harassment and was able to cause some damage at the start of the game. That means the Imperial Guard player must be apparently careful in this matchup during the early stage, and he should not overestimate his position after some early kills. Space Marines can bit with their tactical Marines quite seriously. Anyway, when the Imperial Guard reaches grenade launchers and later solid Tier 2 army with Chimeras and Sentinels, the matchup seems easier to play. I checked also Alex play on larger map against Space Marines and he keeps to use Commissars for his guardsmen. If the enemy is not pushing so strongly, just 2 guardsmen can be used, 1 Chimera and then Sentinels immediately. Chimera can drop guardsmen to destroy some plasma generator surprisingly inside the Space Marine base. Anyway, let's thank both players for an exciting match, and let's thank Alex for sharing this game and his interesting strategy. Have a great day and bye for now.